Howdy cats and canaries! Today we hark back to a time when cabinets weren't just something to store drinks in. So join me, Paul Kozinski, as we head back to the arcade. Today we are looking at Blasters of the Universe, a project from Secret Location and Archiact in association with the Canadian Media Fund and the Ontario Media Development Corporation. And now you know that there's Canadians involved, you're going to have to enjoy it, aren't you? Because let's face it, who doesn't love the Canadians?
I'll give you one more chance to kneel before me. Psych! You're totally going to die now! You weak fool! You are no match for my children!
The setup for Blasters of the Universe is really simple. We have Alan Fitzpatrick, who was an unemployed underachiever who has now transported himself into virtual reality and become Grandmaster Alwyn, a self-proclaimed VR god. He now rules the digital world with a crude army of aliens, robots and beasties, and it's up to the Blasters, that's us, to knock him off his throne. The game begins with the player assembling their first weapon. One of the cool things about the game is that your weapon is fully customizable and you unlock parts of it as you progress through the game. Now, your weapon is broken into 5 sections and you also have a shield, which means there are literally thousands of combinations available. Impressive. There are 4 levels in the campaign and each level has a casual and hell difficulty mode. The player battles their way through waves of enemies, eventually meeting a boss, and wash, rinse and repeat for each level. Each area also has an endless mode which allows you to rack up as high a score as you want for the leaderboards, and there's also a weekly challenge to partake in if you so wish. But watch out, because it's hard. The simplicity of the game is its charm. You just shoot everything in sight as quickly as you can. Now some components of your weapon will be able to assist with that, so if you're really good at aiming, then get high damage. Hit that. And if you can't aim very well, then get a high fire rate and just pepper the whole scene. The style of the game suits the setup really well with the neon colours, the 80s soundtrack and all the beeps tying in with that arcade cabinet feel. All it's missing is that smell of stale sweat and sticky feet from a spilled drink. Perhaps that could be PSVR 2.0? The VR tracks really well and I really, to be honest, in my playing through I did not notice any issues at all, which lets you make you think that you've made every headshot by yourself. The game is essentially a shooting gallery type game, and if you're into that kind of thing you could spend hours on end trying to clock up the best score and the best time. The weekly challenge is also a great addition to keep players coming back, but remember, it's hard.
Prepare yourself!
Blasters of the Universe is a quick, fun little game. It's really easy pick up and play, but it's also got that difficulty if you want to push yourself a wee bit more. I played through the campaign in a couple of hours on casual mode, but I did also give hell a try and that was starting to push my limits. That would have taken me a lot longer. It works really well, and to be honest I'd found 0 issues with the game as I played through it. The customisation's great and it's huge, but to be honest I didn't find it made that much of a difference, and to be blunt, when I found the type of ammo I liked I stuck with it and didn't change it. If you used to go to the arcades and play these shooter games, the only thing stopping you would be the lack of coins in your pocket, then you will get a big kick out of this game. It's quick, it's fun and it's fairly cheap. If you like VR games, then you'll probably enjoy it as well. But if you demand to have story, depth and progression, then Blasters of the Universe is going to leave you wanting. Hey, sometimes it's good to put on that film that you've seen a million times because you know it so well. You know, it's like a comfortable pair of shoes. There is nothing new here, but that is not necessarily a bad thing. And hey, your friends just knocked you off the top 10 at level 1. You gonna stand for that? Pew pew, blasters!
What? 130,000? No, that's too many. No, my children! Stop it! No, you stop! No!
Thanks for watching, folks. Please do hit subscribe to keep up to date with our YouTube channel. Also in the links below you'll find all information for the Nearly Men. Please do check us out and we'll see you next time.